Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye has friends. No, really, Jeff has friends. Jeff's friends are on this podcast. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship.
Friendship.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time again for Jeff Dye's Friendship Podcast. Thanks for watching, Patreon subscribers. If you'd like to watch this podcast, go on over to patreon.com/Jeff Dye. That's JEFFDYE, the American way, not G-off. Episode 36. Big shout out to Seattle Seahawk lawyer Malloy. He wore number 36. This week we have Josh Nelson in the house. This guy's hilarious. He's one of the guys who I text daily in my phone, and he makes me laugh a lot just in person. So it's cool to have him on the pod. Had him drive up from San Diego, hang out for the night. Hopefully he doesn't piss my bed like he did one time he was here. I thought he peed the bed. Turns out he spilled a beer while he was asleep. Looked like pee to me. But I'm so happy to have him here. He's a great guy. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love him. Follow him at Fake Josh Nelson on his socials. Really funny guy. Tony's in the house. Aaron's in the house. You guys are going to love it. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe if you're listening on iTunes or Podbean or Revolver Podcast Network. We love you guys. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Week 87 of the pod.
It's close.
What is the number?
36.
36. Happy number 36. What's a baseball player with the number 36 you liked? Or football or basketball?
Bobby Bonilla.
Was Harold Baines a 36?
Oh, man.
I think it's 33.
Football player 36 would be easier to find, maybe.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that would be Jerome Bettis.
I don't know. Oh,
There you go,
boo,
Jerome Bettis, who I hung
boo,
out with all week in Arizona.
Boo.
Welcome to Jerome Bettis episode. We like him. He's
The
a good
bus,
man.
dude. This episode's the bus.
He
No.
hurt us in Super Bowl XL, but listen, he's
it was rigged. It was all rigged.
It's not his fault. It's
It
refs.
is his fault.
Blame
It was
the
rigged
refs.
because of him.
Well,
because
they wanted him to get MVP and get
in Detroit.
retire.
And, yeah. So it's
All right.
his fault.
Fair enough. Jerome Bettis, you stink, dude.
There you go.
Did you talk about the
Tony,
Steelers?
welcome back to the pod, baby.
Yes, of course.
You look good wearing your
Thanks.
Seahawks gear, which I appreciate.
Yeah, man, we're turning it around a little bit. Turning it around.
You're going to learn the hockey rules?
I know the hockey rules.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Aaron Marsh, welcome back to the pod, baby.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey.
How was your set last night?
It was really good for the terrible, terrible room it was in.
Okay.
If the room set fire, I wouldn't even stop it if I was holding the glass of water that could save it.
Yeah, you'd say,
Ooh.
oh, this is a small fire, but I'm not going to put it out with my glass of water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might
She's
get
like, why
parched.
would I waste my hydration?
And that's funny because our guest this week actually runs probably the best bar show I've ever done, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I would waste water
But
there.
it's in a bar.
Yes.
Still technically a bar show, but it feels like a fun, like small kind of theater-ish.
Yes.
Like one of the, like a small showbox theater or something.
Thank you.
And mixed with like a hybrid. But our guest this week, one of my good friends. I love this guy to death. I've always thought you were very funny. I've always thought you were very comedy, and you're goofy in real life is what something I like. Not just on stage are you funny. You're funny in real life. You're always getting viscerated by my friends, and you're always viscerating them.
Yeah.
Occasionally, you'll try to throw one my way, or they'll try to throw one, and I say, "Hey, that's not our relationship.
Yeah,
We
you don't like that.
I don't. That's
not
not
your
our
thing.
thing.
That's
You
all right.
guys do that with each other. I don't like it." Josh Nelson in the pod. Come on, baby.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Fortress of Solid Dudes.
I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited
Yeah.
to be here.
I like every time you come into town since I've had this place. Actually, in my old place, because it means we're gonna drink a bunch and have a good night.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's always
Are
fun.
you drinking tonight, having a good night?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right, just
I'm
checking.
here, right?
Every
I
night.
don't know if you
dude.
have to go to work tomorrow or nothing.
No, I come up here and I'm like, yeah, I'm staying the night, which means if I'm staying the night, it means we're drinking.
Just go hard.
Sweet.
I don't
it
have to
works.
be anywhere till 11 a.m.
That's great.
Like I'm doing a podcast about wrestling.
That
Nice.
sounds awesome.
I know.
That's
They're
early
called
for you.
Tights and Fights. Yeah, it's
Tights
kind of
and
fun.
fights.
Oh,
It's
I'm
kinda
in
far
the
away.
Facebook group.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I've made a couple heel comments and they've asked me to stop.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they did not like the
So they
comments
don't
I've
even
made.
get the. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow on their podcast.
Yeah, I stopped commenting on it, but I still read it because they were like, no, we don't act like that here. And you're like,
Oh,
oh,
hilarious.
really?
Well, you know what's interesting is I want to first question their commitment to wrestling. Because the girl in the middle that I know, Daniel Radcliffe, she's like the gal of the show, and then there's like two dudes.
I thought you said Daniel Radcliffe, like Harry Potter.
No, Danielle Radcliffe.
Oh, yeah.
And that'd be
Like a
amazing if he had a
transitioning.
wrestling. That's how far he's fallen from grace. I did, the movie, then I did some independent things, then I did a theater where I showed my wiener, and now I do a wrestling podcast. I'm Daniel Radcliffe. No, but Danielle Radcliffe I've known for a long time. And when she was in Seattle, she was a nerd, yes, but I don't believe she was into wrestling. I think she was just like this, like, I like anime and all, but like I don't think she really liked wrestling. So it's interesting that
Now,
she's.
do you consider yourself nerds that like wrestling or no?
I don't know the term for nerd anymore.
Yeah, because it's like I like Star Wars, but it's the most popular thing that's ever been.
That's pretty nerdy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I guess, but it's so popular, it's kind of not. It's
Then
like
I
the
guess
Beatles
we
of
like
nerd.
nerd stuff the same way everyone else does now.
Yeah. Everyone else likes nerd stuff.
I don't like any nerd stuff, so
No nerd stuff.
not really.
Josh Nelson hates all nerd stuff.
I
Wait,
mean,
so you don't like?
let's get this straight. I don't hate nerds. I just
I know,
don't
but
get
let's go down
nerdy
the
about any
list.
stuff.
What about you? Tell me on a 1 to 10 how you feel about these things.
All right,
Star Wars.
4.
4 out of 10.
Okay. Interesting start.
Or actually,
I watched
yeah.
them all
Let's
once.
do this.
That's it.
Hate, love, or indifferent. Let's
Okay.
do that.
There you
So
go.
Star Wars.
Indifferent.
Only saw them all once.
Okay.
I saw them all once. That's it. That's enough.
Yeah.
I watch them when you're a grown
To
up.
what? To
Even-
get the character
even the
stories.
new
You
ones?
don't
and-
get when you grow up because you probably watch them when you're a little kid, right?
This-
How'd you know
tell
which
you-
action figures to
This will
get?
tell you how much that I don't care about it. I didn't know that it even happened in the past or the present or whatever. I
Yeah.
didn't like. I made a joke one time saying, "Oh yeah, all the people in the future are all good looking in Star Wars." Some dude was like, "Bro, it all happened in the past."
Yeah, it was
And
a
I didn't even
long
know
time
that.
ago.
And then I got mad and I didn't care.
Right. But we also don't know how long a long time, like it's a galaxy far, far away.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't really know.
And it's a long
their
time ago, but somehow kind of in the future because
Yeah, it's-
everything's
Yeah.
hover cars and
But their timeline
spaceships.
might be way different than
Who
ours.
knows?
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's all
Okay.
fiction.
So
I just
you're
don't have time to
different.
think about that shit. That's all I'm
You
saying,
have
dude.
time.
Yeah.
No,
You have no
dude.
interest in thinking. It's not like you're just. I'm way too stressed and busy to be thinking about that.
I didn't drive here today and go, dude, when did Star Wars take place? That's just all I'm saying.
But you had the time during the drive.
And
It
you
was
did
the
a bit about it.
indifference
He's
to
just
it.
correcting
I
your
thought about
bits.
cooler stuff. That's all I'm saying. All
Yeah.
right, what's next?
Okay,
Star Trek.
anime, like animated,
Oh, 0%.
indifferent.
Indifferent, yeah.
Oh, hate maybe.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Okay,
Now,
so-
let me make a statement real quick. If you're into it, I'm cool with that. I respect
Right.
whatever you're into. I just
I know,
nothing-
yeah, you
nothing
feel
there.
real
How
nervous
do
that
you
they're
don't
going to
get it?
attack you. Or
I just
something.
don't want somebody to be like, he fucking
He's a
said he
nerd
hates
bigot.
anima, dude. He hates anima. No, man, I
that
just don't.
nerd bigot, Josh
I just
Nelson.
don't get
Yeah.
cartoons.
Well, that was a great movie, but it just happened to be animated in Japan.
Yeah, man, I'm cool.
All right, what about,
about, like-
Star Trek?
Star Trek 0%.
Yeah, indifferent.
Yeah.
What about like superhero movies? Those are all the rage now.
Marvel,
Avengers and stuff.
I would go a little bit above interested, like above
Almost-
5.
almost interested.
Almost interested.
Okay.
I
So,
think
but
they're
still
cool.
indifferent.
I think they're cool, but I would never like. I don't follow the Marvel
You're not
characters.
gonna dress up and go
Yeah.
to the
Well,
midnight
who's your
showing.
favorite superhero movie that you saw? Like, what is it? Did any of them make you really happy?
The old Batman.
Like the old like Adam West Batman or like Michael
no,
Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
No,
Christian Bale. You're talking about the
Christian
Dark Knight.
Bale.
Oh,
Yeah,
Christian
the Dark
Bale.
Knight. The
Okay.
Dark Knight was the best one of
Okay,
those for
sure.
me.
The only one you saw, probably.
Yeah, but I've seen 2 of them.
When was the
Did you
last
see,
time you bought an action
Black
figure?
Panther?
I did not see that.
It's like a movie of the year.
I haven't seen it. I haven't been in
I
a movie
know,
like a
because
year
that's
and a
how
half.
indifferent you are about it.
Yeah,
is you're
just
like, I'm not going to watch
all
that.
right, I'll see it.
Literally,
later.
everyone's talking about it.
I'll get it
Yeah.
on Redbox.
There you go.
Whatever.
Okay. What's some other nerd stuff? What's
Video
some
games.
good? Oh yeah, video games.
No. I mean, every once in a while I'll get in a thing where I'll play video games, and then I'll get like in a what's it called? So some, but not like go crazy over. it.
Okay.
I haven't played a video game in probably. Well, we played the baseball game here, but besides that, a year.
And that baseball game's for like children.
Yeah.
It's that animated one. That's
Yeah, yeah,
But it was
All right,
fun.
what about action figures like toys?
Oh no, absolutely not. But that I mean, as I say that, there's a billion right there.
They're like
Yeah,
looking
but
at
these
you.
aren't yours.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like
Wait,
you
did you
would-
have them as kids?
I had the sports ones like Ken Griffey and all those ones.
starting lineups.
Starting lineups. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those as kids.
Yeah. What age did you stop loving
God,
those?
maybe I just suppressing emotions. I don't want
Something
to get excited
exactly,
about
yeah.
anything, man.
You were like a little grown man.
Yeah. Now I'm like nothing.
Like, does this action figure have a job and a girlfriend?
What? Yeah, like
What's some
the
other nerd
backstory?
thing? Did we kind of cover the gamut?
Well, I mean, is wrestling nerdy?
Wrestling?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think so.
So
I think
here's my
it's its
thing
own
about
group.
wrestling. I used to think it was pretty lame, and now that you guys are all into it, I'm kind of like.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved Hulk Hogan.
I like anything that challenges me
guys.
to, like, you'll find me weekly watching wrestling going, oh, God. And then I stop myself and go, that's right. I forgot this.
Yeah.
Like, I have to keep reminding myself to suspend disbelief. I appreciate that. It's always keeping me on my toes with that. Like, you see something and you go, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to like this. This is silly.
That's cool.
That's interesting. So you're not a big nerd guy. No
I
big
guess
deal.
not, man.
Well, let's not talk about what you aren't. Let's talk about what you are.
Yeah.
You're a comedian. How long you been doing comedy?
It's going to be 9 years in March.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's the funniest person that you've ever booked on your show? Like,
Keep in mind you're on this podcast.
Who just brought the house down?
and you're in their house now.
Well, of course you did it. So,
No,
but I won't
I
say
didn't
you.
have a great set when I was there.
Well, yeah, you did, but whatever.
That's nice of you to say. But
Some of my favorites that have done it is Andrew Santino.
okay.
He did it. You know who else? Vincent O'Shaughnessy has always crushed
Really?
there. Yeah, absolutely.
He's like mostly
crushed.
like a trash talking crowd work guy.
Yeah, but he's so
But it
like
worked.
high energy. It just they loved it.
Nice.
Adam Ray crushed it. Jesse May Peluso was one of my favorites.
Really? These are
Yeah.
all people that like. I just guess I wouldn't presume they would crush at that venue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did. It was
I love
great.
it.
It was good. Sometimes those crowds are real easy. The one you went to, there was a ton of people in there.
Well, the
It
one that I
was-
did that I'm recalling that I wasn't. Sometimes I'll get into like a mood, like I'll just be like a little like so I come off a little more snarky than likable.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of those nights. So people were kind of like, "Oh,
It was an
he's pretty mad
anniversary
at
show.
girls."
It was like 200 people. It was good.
It was fun. I want to come back, but now I'm booked again at American Comedy Company. We should talk about that.
Oh, you got rebooked there?
Yeah, they sent an offer to give the people that listen a little context. Last time I did this comedy club, and I'm not afraid to put this on the pod, everything about that place was fantastic. The room
We
is
had a
great.
lot of fun, man.
We had a lot of fun. The hotel is good. The audiences are packed. They take professional photos of you while you're on stage and then like give it to you to post online.
that's dope.
Like there's just so many good things about this place.
Everything.
Everything is perfect. And you leave, they go, oh, hey, we can't wait to have you back. That was so fun. I remember every time I've done it, like either the sound guy would come in and be like, man, you're one of my favorites.
Yeah, we can't
or
wait
the
to have you
manager will
back.
come in and go, oh, dude, we got to get you back. Would you want to come back? I was like, yeah. And then when I leave, I get this like lengthy email about how disrespectful I was to the club and how like I ordered drinks on stage. I talked
poop in the
trash about the
toilet.
club. And then the end was... The end said, and then also, he left a big shit in the toilet in the green room. Thanks. Is that how you think about our club, Jeff? So many things to talk about in this.
Well, and he like sent the message to me and copied you too. Like,
yeah, he CC'd like...
Josh, do you think your friend should have disrespected
Yeah,
the
it was
club? And
so
I'm like, I
weird.
don't know how to answer for him.
This
Like,
is
it
the
was-
guy that like the night before was just like the coolest, funnest, awesomest manager I've ever worked for. And then and I can't handle that kind of stuff, especially when it's like linked to my comedy career.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. I get really rattled if there's a misunderstanding about a relationship. So I was like, whoa, and I'm like calling over and over, and he keeps screening my
never
calls.
answered anything.
He wouldn't reply to my email. My agent was like, I don't know what to tell you. He's not replying to the emails. He's obviously upset at you, and he won't call me. He won't call your manager. He won't call you. I say just drop it. Let's not make it a bigger deal than it is. Now, like amnesia has struck in, and he's just sent me a great offer to work the club again.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, look who's coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some shits ready. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have a great time, and
Do you know when?
it's not till March. But weird, right?
I'm going to be alive.
so
March.
random.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I just think it's so surprising, and the whole thing.
It is weird.
Also,
So you're not doing my show anymore? Is that what you're saying?
well, I just can't, will I get in trouble if I go do that?
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay. You don't know.
I mean, if they don't like you shitting in the toilets, they're not going to like
Where's
you.
the thing that, and let's talk about that for a second. Where I don't recall taking a dump in their bathroom. Maybe I did. I don't recall doing that. But if I did,
I know I didn't.
if someone walked in and they saw it, let's say I worked at the club, if I walked in the green room and there's a big dump in the toilet, I would just flush it. I wouldn't report it back to the
Yeah,
manager.
that's a weird
I
thing to
wouldn't
report.
complain. I wouldn't email anyone about it. Shit goes in toilets. That's exactly where it
Yeah.
goes. If I shit, which I don't think I did, you just flush
Yeah,
it. What's the
it's-
problem?
that whole
it's
thing
not
was
like
so weird.
Yeah, it's not like you shit on the couch or
Right.
something.
Yeah, if I'm rubbing it on the wall, it's like great disrespect. It's in water.
I just can't imagine.
In a toilet.
It was a nice toilet.
I just can't imagine somebody going in there and just opening the toilet and go, "Oh my God, he left it in the toilet."
Yeah, look what the headliner
I
did.
can't imagine that.
This is clearly Jeff's. Smell
Also,
it.
being framed by his shit isn't good. He was just in the email. He complained that there was like girls in the green room, and
I can give you the whole list.
I had a bunch of buddies that were there, and like I didn't even go back there because I was just like signing CDs and having a good time. We grabbed our stuff. I got my check. We left. I think I took a dump at this arcade bar we went to or whatever, or peed.
Yeah,
Now,
you were so busy you didn't even eat your nachos,
Getting
which is
responsible
not
for
very
the
Jeff.
dump.
So random.
So weird. Well, you've had a lot of problems with that guy. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Yeah, right.
A real question is who left the dump?
Maybe it was me. I don't remember.
There was like,
But there was
did it?
girls in there. There was
Who
like
done it?
I don't think anybody.
dude, there was a
did.
bunch of employees, and then there was a guy that like another local comic that brought his friends back there.
Yeah.
Any one of them could have dumped.
Yeah, and they took a dump at the
Any
toilet.
of them
It's
could have
fine.
dumped. Yeah, they dumped in the
Such
right
a funny
place.
thing to put,
so
especially
weird.
at the end of the email to like punctuate it.
Right.
Yeah.
And he did
Well,
this.
that
Yeah.
comedy club has a bong and weed in the green room to be like, look how laid back and cool
Yeah, and they're
we
always
are.
so happy to show that off. Look,
Yeah.
look, we let you smoke weed.
And
We're not
none
like
of
other
us
clubs.
did. Nobody on the show did. It was like the sound guy and his friend kept going back there and being like,
But it's the best
Thanks,
club,
Drew.
man. It's the best to perform at.
I
It's
love
just-
the
yeah,
club.
it
I have
is.
nothing negative to say about them.
Just that
they
whole
had a
thing.
bunch of
Just-
negative stuff to say
just-
about me.
yeah,
Except
only the letter
Putgate,
was
that's
the
the only
problem.
thing.
Everything else was perfect.
So weird.
Yeah,
So
it's
weird. But
interesting.
that city, what made you live in San Diego?
I'm from there.
From where?
Escondido.
How far is that from
Born
San
and
Diego?
raised north of San Diego, like 30 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
San Pasqual High School.
Oh, I didn't go to that one.
Yeah, no, I figured you didn't.
Yeah, I went to high school in Arizona.
Cool. Good story.
This guy, Aaron, I always forget where he's from because it's such a hodgepodge of sports loyalties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, huh? He's
But
just
it's
like, oh, I'm
Tucson.
a Cubs fan. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because they were good.
But I like the Diamondbacks too because I was slang beers there for a while.
I don't like the Diamondbacks.
But I have a
did sling beers
Progress
there for a bit.
hat because I like the Tony Gwynn or whatever.
Yeah, I do like Tony Gwynn though. He's cool.
Yeah, who didn't? He was fantastic.
His dad owned a baseball card shop, so his loyalties were all jinked around.
Yeah, totally. It was
Can you
dope.
say jinked around? That doesn't offend anyone, does it?
The baseball card store was in
Pretty
Poway.
close, but I
Was
don't know.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you really have ties to San Diego?
Yeah, I lived there for a while. Remember
Okay.
where the house where I picked up the
I
Hulk
don't
Hogan
remember.
t-shirt? Exactly. Yeah, the house that you don't remember on purpose, where the Hulk Hogan t-shirt was? I lived in that neighborhood for like 8 years.
Interesting. Where your ex lives, or where you and your ex lived. I don't know whose place it was.
Carmel Valley, Del Mar area.
He lived right there.
Yeah, you know that
Oh, really?
baseball cart or the baseball diamond that was right there?
Yeah.
That's where I played Little League.
Oh, shit.
All of my Little League
Crazy.
happened right there.
That's pretty cool.
Like a picture of me as a little kid in the Cubs gear, it's in that park.
It's
Oh, wow.
fascinating that Mormons play baseball.
Yeah, so only time we can get on
I've
base.
played baseball with some Mormons.
You did?
One of my worst baseball coaches
Bryce Harper?
was a Mormon.
Chris Bryant?
No, I wish.
Donnie Osmond?
No.
Why was he a bad coach?
He ruined my 8th grade All-Star season.
By marrying everyone's mom.
Didn't know how to put together the lineup. We had a squad and we
Actually, I want to hear this.
lost.
I want to go deeper into this. I want to say on the podcast, I've said this before many times in my regular life. I hate Mormons
Mormons.
polygamy jokes.
Yeah, I know you do.
And you know why I hate it?
Because it's not right. It's not accurate.
Well, not only is it not accurate, but I think even Mormons like it when you make polygamy jokes because it makes them look like edgy and cool. Like, yeah, we're the ones that would marry a bunch of women. But you're not.
Yeah.
We should be accurate when we make fun of Mormons
They
about
can't drink
being
soda.
nerds and like no caffeine, no alcohol. No, they're such dorks.
They probably like Harry Potter.
They love it.
Oh, they love Harry Potter.
They love. No, they don't.
Harry Potter, love, hate, and
Zero,
different.
hate, zero.
Hate?
100%, yeah.
Hate.
Hate.
Wow.
What? Look at
Dumbledore.
how
Come on.
tough guy he is. John.
I went out on a date. It was like a first date with this girl, and she brought up her love of Harry Potter. I was like, I'm out.
You're kidding.
No,
How hot was she?
Deal-breaker.
she was pretty hot.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm a Gryffindor or a Dumbledore. I don't care. It's like, come on. Like,
Wait, so when you go to a
Why don't
theme
you talk
park
about
and they're
this on
like, look,
stage?
here's Harry Potter's world, you're like, out, I'm out. Can I
No.
just get to
Why don't
the...
you talk about this on stage?
I don't know. It's just
Because it's great. Because Jerry Seinfeld always says, like, you start with what agitates you,
Yeah.
and then you go, why does this agitate me? And then that's where you find the funny of it, because you know it is pretty illogical to hate Harry Potter.
I mean, it's not. It's just
No, I get
cool.
what-
You're
no,
up
it's
in a
just
make-believe
unpopular.
world.
no,
Yay.
not that it's unpopular, as much as like a rage about something
Yeah,
that
I
is so
shouldn't be so
frivolous
mad about
as
it.
Harry
Yeah.
Potter. Like, why is it striking up anger? in
Honestly,
you?
this girl told me a Harry Potter joke I wish I could remember what, and it made me so angry. I don't know why, but it infuriated
Was it a
me.
Slytherin pun?
It was something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like,
She's like, you like jokes? Here's a fun one. And you're like,
you're a comedian here? Here's
don't
a
get
Harry
the
Potter
reference.
joke. And I was like, I don't know what that means. I didn't know it felt like a bad open mic.
jeez.
there's the Dumbledore. See yourself out.
But I didn't even know that's what it was called.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't try to like hate on it. I just have zero interest.
Fair
I
enough.
saw the first movie.
Fair enough.
All right,
How
so
far
but I
into
want to
the
hear about
movie
your
yet?
baseball coach that screwed up. He was Mormon, and he screwed up your
Yeah, that's not why.
all-star
That's not
season.
why he screwed up. I'll put that out there. It wasn't because he's Mormon.
Well, I want to know
It's
his
just
race
because
and religion.
He
He
didn't
was
know
missing.
It's
baseball.
important to me.
No, honestly, the real problem was
White guy?
Yeah,
Knew it.
yeah.
Yeah, he said Mormon.
No,
Yeah.
there's black Mormons.
The real problem was
I would like to meet one of them.
We'll make a whole movie about it.
Yeah, where we search for one.
It's like Blazing Saddles, except Mormon.
BYU. College football team.
Yeah, BYU. That's
Those
true.
guys aren't Mormon.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they are.
No, they're
You
the
have
ones
to
that
be.
get
Not the
scholarships.
players.
You have
Yeah.
to be.
The players just say they're Mormon, like the way prisoners in jail say that they're a religion so
You
they can
have
get
to be
better
Mormon.
food
No,
options.
No, you don't.
100%.
No, you don't.
Yep.
No,
100%.
their most famous football player ever was not Mormon.
Steve Young? Oh, he wasn't?
No.
Come on, dude. Steve Young was about as Mormon as they get.
No,
They
Jim
named
McMahon.
Brigham Young University.
Jim McMahon.
I didn't know Steve McMahon was Mormon, or Steve
Young?
Young
Yeah.
was
Oh,
Mormon.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why he didn't play on Sundays. Monday night every week.
That's not true.
He asked the Mormon.
They made
I
special
didn't even
Profit.
catch that right away.
Permission.
That's how good.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah, he didn't play on Sundays.
He only played 2 games a year.
Yeah.
And
This was before Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
All right, back to
Yeah, your coach.
Yeah,
This
so-
Mormon guy was.
So actually, it was this other kid's fault. So how it worked is you play an entire season. There's like 5 different teams in the city league, and then at the end of the season, whatever team won, that head coach became the all-star coach. And then there was like a draft. Whoever out of the best players out of those 5 teams were on the all-star team, and you play against other cities. And so we all made it, and everything was going to be great. And this kid on our team really didn't like the coach,
Okay.
so he quit. So then an alternate made the team. And this alternate was on the coach's team throughout the season. So he went from not even being on the goddamn team to now in the starting lineup at third base.
and you played third base.
I did play third base. And the game that we lost, he made 3 errors in the same inning. And like the third error, he bucknered it like through his legs.
Ugh.
So he's kicking dirt because he's angry, not paying attention to a guy rounding second, coming to third. Outfielder throws it in. He's not looking because he's kicking
He's
dirt.
too busy pouting.
Ball goes in the dugout, so the go-ahead run gets the score.
Oh
I was
my
like,
god!
you
So
gotta be kidding
everyone
me.
must have been mad at that player then.
Yeah, he moved to the outfield in high school.
Good.
Do you remember his name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
shout
say
it out.
David Parrott. I'll say it right now.
Let's find him on Facebook.
hey, if you're
I love you,
listening,
David.
fuck you. I don't
love
love
that
you.
you
You
just did
ruined
that.
Tony's life.
I love
No,
you, David.
so there's a great story. I'm gonna botch it, so just Google it after this. But there's some story about Larry Bird, and he tells it. Larry Bird talks about how they were the high school. Their high school was like great at basketball, and they were like supposed to be this legendary high school team. And it's in Indiana, right, where he grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was growing up in Indiana, and he goes, he's trying to. The whole point of the story was how important sports is to Indiana, how like big basketball is. And they're at a barbecue like 35 years later. The team would have won the championship his like junior year, sophomore year, but they had this one kid they found out couldn't shoot free throws, so they just kept fouling him. And so this poor kid, he just couldn't hit a free throw to save his life. And he's the big center or whatever.
Yeah.
He just misses.
hack-a-shack.
Yeah. And so they lose by like a point or whatever, and it's because this dummy couldn't make his free throws. And then Larry's like 30 years later, we come home, and it's like a 30-year-old, we're all like, having a barbecue and stuff like that. And my mom is just grilling, is 94 years old, she's grilling. And the guy comes with his wife and everything. They come into the thing, and she goes, you aren't invited here. And he goes, what? And she goes, yeah, missing those free throws like that. Don't come showing your face around. And she meant it. Like it was like literally
that's the best.
30 years
Yeah,
later.
that's the best.
She's still holding on to it.
Yeah,
great,
this happened
the
to me
mom.
in 8th grade, and I'm gonna hold on to it my whole life.
You knew that he missed 3 errors in an inning.
The problem is
Yeah.
the team that we lost to ended up winning the championship. So then they go to the state tournament. They ended up winning that. It's like they weren't even good.
Yeah.
Should have been us.
Should have been,
He
yeah.
would have won it if it wasn't for that guy.
Yeah.
David
Fuck you,
Perry.
He'd
David.
have gone pro. if it
David
wasn't for
Perry,
him.
man.
I know, he ruined
We're
my-
out to find you, dude.
He ruined my entire career. Because then I moved. I was like, I should play first base instead. And then I would have went pro as a third baseman.
You think
No,
you'd
just
be,
kidding, just kidding.
if you played pro now, what would you be?
I can't play defense
DH?
or throw, so definitely DH. Yeah. Matt
Can't play
Stairs.
defense or throw?
I'm just terrible at it because I hurt my shoulder. So like my last 3 years of high school, I didn't at all.
Right.
So I was just a DH.
They usually put those guys at first,
I
which
know.
sucks because I was a good first baseman.
but then I went back to first in college and just like it had been 3 years and I was like, fuck, I can't even throw it across the diamond. Like it was bad.
I would have never been made it as a first baseman because you're supposed to be a lefty and you're supposed to be whatever. But I was a pretty good for that level of a righty first baseman.
Yeah. I'm a righty. So
Couldn't hit.
Yeah.
Couldn't hit.
you gotta hit as a first baseman.
Yeah,
You gotta.
absolutely.
So
I would have never made it. It's all right. It wasn't in the cards.
yeah.
It hurts a little to say that. but- What did you think you were going to be when you were growing up?
Me, honestly? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought for sure I was going to be a pro basketball player.
You're kidding.
No joke.
Were you really good?
I thought I was. I mean, I made varsity as a sophomore. So I was
That's
like,
pretty
oh,
good.
Impressive, yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be a pro. I really did. And then I
Did you
realized.
ever consider your race?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't think it mattered.
You didn't think it mattered?
No, not then. High school, you're so stupid.
Right.
You're
Yeah, because you
like-
can just look at a sport and go, oh, yeah.
At what age did you
Yeah,
realize
there's
you
none
weren't
of
going
us
pro?
in there.
Well, so then my junior and senior year, I was better at football than basketball. So that's
Yeah.
when I was, all right, I'm just not going to be pro there. So then I thought I was going to be a pro football player. It swung pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then that all fell away too.
What position in basketball did you play?
I was a point guard,
Point guard. What about football?
Wide receiver?
safety. And
Do you think it's
football.
helped your dancing career?
Yes.
Because you can move around so much.
Very agile.
Wiggle around.
Super agile. Yeah. All those drills that we used to do. Perfect.
You
Yeah.
can just wiggle around.
Wiggle around, dude.
Wait, so you listen to EDM was what I'm alluding to.
I love electronic music.
yeah,
I
you
love
can't
it.
handle
I
it.
love
I've
it.
never met
Wait,
anyone that
really?
likes it as
I
much as him.
absolutely love it. And I don't know why. I know I'm not supposed to, but I love it.
He dances around. You ever seen his posts?
I've seen those videos. I thought they were sarcastic.
No, dude. They were pretty much not sarcastic.
It's all sincere.
So I thought they were
I
sarcastic.
I was like dancing an hour just to lose weight. And then all
Yeah.
of a sudden my buddy's like, dude, you got to film that. And I filmed one.
So you would just dance
I would
at
dance.
a high
Yeah.
pace
High pace.
for an hour.
Film
And
it
be
for
like,
like
man,
10,
I'm feeling
15
like it's
minutes.
good cardio.
Oh, it was great. I was doing like 5,000 to 7,000 steps in an hour, which would be
Also
like,
discovering some great new music.
yeah, fantastic music. I would just listen
also
I would
giving
just listen
joy
to
to
a
the world.
Cascade set and just dance for an hour
Yeah.
straight.
You know what's funny is your biggest enemy, your nemesis, Brant Tobler, actually loved those videos. He would get so excited about, oh,
Brant's
yes.
the first one that showed me any of
Yeah,
those
he's like,
videos.
oh, yeah, Josh has got a new
That's
dance
just
video.
because I probably look stupid, so he wanted to see him. That's the only reason
I
Brant
don't
would
know.
like
He got
him.
real joy out of him.
He was into it.
Yeah,
They were
he
fun,
really
man.
would laugh and giggle and smile.
And then I would
Rest
fall
in
or
peace.
something stupid would happen, so I'd put it out and people would laugh.
We,
And I was like, oh,
finally
this is
found
perfect.
something that you enjoy.
Yeah, it got the
Out of
most.
all the things that
I got the most views out of anything I ever posted.
Really?
From
How
the
many
dance
views?
videos.
Did you ever just do them live so you could talk to people?
No live.
you
That'd be
should.
fine.
You should live stream it.
Ugh.
Twitch. And people would be like, what's
Get
this,
some strobe
what's
lights.
this dancing guy
What's
doing?
Cam girl.
You know
Make it
the
a rave
worst thing
in your-
about
in your
live
room.
is when you go live and there's like one or two people that watch
That's
it.
true.
Or if somebody else goes live and you go in the room and you're the
You're like,
only
I could've
person
just
in there,
called
and
you.
you're like, "Fuck, I gotta get out of this." Like, it's the worst. You're like, "Oh, it's just you and me in here." Like, I gotta bail.
Yeah, it's like a chat room.
Yeah,
One
So
of
like
those
it's a
AOL.
FaceTime.
on Twitch, you got to have like starting soon, where you're technically live, so people get in there waiting for like the curtain to open.
I just
you
can't
know?
imagine that many people rushing home to watch me dance for
Oh,
an
it's- I
hour
think it's
live,
great.
I
dude.
think you're underestimating it, actually. It was pretty
Whatever
good.
happened to those things? It's good. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Especially with music nowadays. People might all start just putting up their videos of them dancing. You guys could all
It'd be
dance
great.
together.
We could have dance offs.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually,
it's
I
not
could
a
just
competition.
I
but
could call it Dance Fit. Start
Dance
a club.
Fit.
We
Oh,
talk about
shit.
dancing.
You'll lead your class.
Yeah.
Be like, do this wiggle thing over here.
You know what's funny is I really wanted to have like a class like that where you just dance for an hour to electronic music.
People
And-
would do that.
I know.
I think so.
I mean,
Isn't
they
that
do
a
it
thing
every
already?
night at the club.
What's Zumba? Isn't that something similar?
It's like scripted dances. They're
Oh,
all
yeah, that
choreographed.
sucks.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't want to.
Oh, they're not.
So you just
free-flowing?
Nobody's gonna
freestyle
tell
it.
me how to.
Yeah,
dance,
you just freestyle
dude.
it.
Let's be honest, man. I want to
Nobody's
freestyle.
gonna
Yeah.
tell. How did you first get into EDM?
I think I went to Coachella and started listening to some of that music.
Yeah, who'd you go to
Wait,
Coachella
there's
with?
actual music there, though. You're at Coachella.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of music. They have everything, even
Mhm.
electronic music.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
but who'd you go with?
I went with a big group of friends, and then we ended up like listening to Cascade at one of the things, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing."
I'm thinking about giving Coachella another shake.
Really? Because
Yeah.
of that talk?
No, just in general in my life.
Why not?
I went once, did not enjoy myself. I tried so hard to enjoy myself. And
What
it
did
was-
you not enjoy about it?
All the things that you'd guess. So, it was really exhausting being on my feet that long, like from, the beginning of the day to like night. You're sitting on your butt like in a field. Like it's not like very comfortable,
Yeah.
And then being tall, like every gross chick's like, can I get on your shoulders? Like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know
We
you.
just don't do the shoulder
Your
thing.
sweaty, gross little jean short crotch on the back of my neck. Like, no.
I wouldn't even put my girlfriend on my shoulders.
I
I'm like,
didn't.
no.
Nobody was
Yeah,
on my shoulders
no.
once, but I didn't like that. Another thing is, you'd sit down, you'd be like, "Oh, I really want to see Kid Cudi," so we're here early. We got a thing, pretty good spot, and then right before he's about to come out, just a bunch of young teenage girls or like 20-year-old girls or whatever will be holding hands together, just like, excuse me, like just butting
Yeah.
to the front. And you're like, because nobody's gonna tell them anything. So
Yeah.
that's frustrating. Also, everyone's on drugs. I don't do drugs,
Yeah.
so I felt left out.
Yeah, he's like Tony who doesn't do drugs.
You know, it's the way I go, I don't like people either.
I felt old.
We go and we'll like watch it in the beer garden where there's not very many people
Good.
around, and we're just kind of like off to the side. And
Let's go next year.
dude, I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
going.
Because I wanted to be. We didn't drink that much because all the guys I was with, whose names I won't say, that I'm very good friends with, did like cocaine and like ecstasy, and they don't normally do that stuff.
Oh,
But like
yeah.
they were like, it's Coachella, and so then I felt like betrayed by my own friends. I was like, what? You guys don't do this stuff? Like watching it, I was very confused by it.
The thing I like about music festivals and like Coachella is just people can just do whatever they want. I
Yeah.
think that part's cool. Like one time I saw a shark doing cocaine and I was like, what?
A shark?
A shark. A dude
What
in a
was he
shark
doing out of
costume.
water?
A dude in a shark
Oh,
costume.
thank God.
Just rolled up and he did cocaine. I was
That,
like,
that was Left Shark.
that's cool. Yeah, he was dressed like that. I was like, that's
Yeah.
cool if that's what he wants to do. Who cares,
Well, I think I'm normally more accepting and inviting of these kind of things. That's why I want to give it another shake.
Yeah, I think you
Because
should.
I think I just wasn't ready for it. I kind of came in, I was like, what's good? What's good? I'm tired. I'm hot. Like, we did have some good times, but I remember thinking, I don't ever need to come back to
Yeah.
this.
I just like it because you see the people you want to, and then you also just stumble on a stage and you'll see somebody that you've never heard of, and you're like, oh man, this
That's
is
the
amazing.
part that's intriguing to me. I
Yeah.
don't want to be outside the whole time. I don't want to be thirsty. I don't want to deal with all the sleeping on the floor and all that other stuff.
Right.
But the idea of walking past 100 bands and I'm probably going to like 60 of them
Yeah.
is very exciting.
Like I did it one year, the year Outkast headlined. I think
Man.
I saw like 36 people, and we broke it down. It was like $400. I was like, I paid almost $10 to see
Yeah.
all these bands. Like Outkast headline.
Oh, yeah. We
Arcade
might have been at the same
Fire.
one. We might have been at the same one.
Yeah, Kid Cudi was at that
Bastille,
one
Kid
too.
Cudi was his
Bastille,
first one.
Yep.
And then Andre 3000 came out.
Yep.
Oh, that's Outkast.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so-
I'm trying to think. And then there was a rapper that everyone was popping for.
6ix9ine.
No,
No.
way more
Oh.
famous.
This
It
was- this
it
was
like
years
Jamie
ago.
Foxx or like. Oh, Daft Punk was there.
No, they haven't been there in a
No,
while.
maybe I'm
but-
They don't play
confusing
live.
that.
That's like because Coachella's like so. Everything you guys said is like so not my thing. You know,
Right.
that Daft Punk would be like the one
Thing that
thing
gets you
that
there.
would get me there.
See,
You
we've
sure
been
they never came to Coachella?
They have been, but not for. They haven't played
for since like
live and since
15
like,
years
Yeah,
or
since like
12 years.
2005.
15
Well,
years.
there was
Yeah, like
somebody.
2005.
Oh yeah, and who was that? Lord was there.
Yeah.
we
Lord.
probably went the same year.
I think I did go there. I've been.
Was it Beyonce? Somebody famous
No,
came out.
Beyonce was
was
last
last
year.
year.
Jay Z.
Beyonce might have come out. Kanye probably came out
It
with
might have been
somebody.
Kanye. No, Snoop Dogg and
was
Pharrell.
Drake headlining
Oh,
there?
yeah. Pharrell's great.
Yeah.
I love Pharrell.
Was
I
it-
went like 8 years in a row.
Was it the
and then
Tupac
missed last
hologram year? Were you there for that?
I did do that. That was my first year. Was
Wow.
the Tupac hologram.
And when she
that was
hologram
funny because
bullets?
people were so wasted. They were like, they really thought he was back. It was pretty funny.
That's great.
That's
People were like,
hilarious.
he's back.
Yeah, they're on drugs.
Yeah.
They're like, we told you.
And kind of far away. It looked real. It looked legit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's I like those things. I just went on one that was just a cruise ship with all electronic
Yeah,
music.
you're telling me about this. This sounds
Who was the
good.
headliner on that?
It had a bunch of DJs. I mean, Green Velvet was a guy, and then there was a bunch of other guys.
So you went to that. You're like, I could get into this kind of music. You started listening to it more.
Yeah,
Do you do drugs?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
That must help the music.
it definitely helps for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Because I've always thought there's something I'm missing here. And
Yeah,
then
it's the
they're all
drugs.
sweating and kissing on each other and doing drugs. And I go, oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I
all
mean, it
these
helps,
things.
but I also
the 90% of the reason
I
people
love
go,
that
you're
music
missing
sober
out.
though
Right.
too.
But that's the thing is like, I'm sitting there going, what is the equation? What part of this equation is missing?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, if you just got me all hopped up on ecstasy, I'd probably love that couch. You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I dance for an hour, I don't do drugs. you know, I still love the
You
music.
can't. You're working out. You're
Yeah, dude.
exercising.
I still love the music though, man. I don't know why it's weird. I know I'm not supposed to like it, but
It's
I like
okay.
it.
There's no supposed tos.
There kind of is.
Nah, it's
when
dumb.
you go to like a show and you're the only dude your age that's there.
I get it.
They're like, raise your hand if you're in your 20s, and everyone puts their hands up. You're
Yeah.
like, all right.
But you're talking to three guys who aren't supposed to like any of the shit we like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true.
I'm not supposed to have a bevy of action figures in a glass box behind me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you do drugs when you bought those?
No.
He does drugs with them now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I meet the real guys and do drugs with them.
That's great.
Shake the snakes like, yeah, you want a bump? You're like, what? A wrestling bump? Or, oh, that white crap you just pulled out of
That's
your
fantastic.
snake pants.
Who's like your favorite artists or DJs?
Cascade's my favorite, which is funny because 10 years ago, my cousin used to listen to him. I used to make fun of him. Like, this shit's so lame.
Maybe you'll be like that in the future with like
Harry
nerd
Potter.
stuff.
Yeah, I can't
Maybe.
wait. In 10
Like,
years,
you'll be
and you're
like,
like,
I can't
Aaron,
believe-
Star Wars. It happened.
Maybe
Come
I
over.
will.
Hey, can we talk about Solo?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who's seen it?
I have
so-
not.
You haven't seen it.
Nope.
You've seen it.
Mhm.
You haven't seen it, obviously. Dude, it's so good. It's
I
so
loved
good.
it.
I started texting people about it right after watching it, even though it was like 1 o'clock in Arizona. Just text people, hey, have you seen this movie?
What did you see
Because-
this week? Is that why it's in your head?
Yeah, I saw it this week.
Oh,
It's so good, man.
you're texting people about Solo? You didn't text me about Solo?
I think I did.
No way. I would have remembered getting a Star Wars text in the middle of the night.
I'm weird that I didn't.
Uh-oh.
Because, yeah, you're my Star Wars guy. Yeah, it is weird. That's very treasonish
Yeah,
of me.
yeah.
You
I'm
texted
shocked.
me, dude.
No, I didn't. I texted Justin and Mike Roy.
That makes sense.
But I'll tell you the reason I like it so much without giving... I'm going to give it away.
Spoil. Who cares? If you haven't seen Solo,
No, dude, I'm
So
gonna
when
watch
I
it.
was young, I always loved Star Wars.
I'm
I've
gonna
always
watch
loved
it,
the
dude. Don't
original Star
spoil
Wars.
it.
Yeah, right.
No,
I've always
you're
loved
not.
Star Wars. And then when I got to like a junior high, 9th grade or whatever, they were gonna like re-release the originals, like
Yeah.
digitally remastered. And then in high school, they were like, and we're doing new ones, episode 1, 2, and 3 prequels. So everyone popped for it. Everyone's like, what? Oh, there's gonna be these new ones, but they're gonna be the best thing ever. And they teased you with these like real short trailers, so you didn't really know what it was gonna be, and they turned out to be garbage. But we didn't know that before. Like, we're just buying the lightsabers and stuff. And they kept teasing this guy, Darth Maul, who got a red face and he's like all like scary looking.
Looks the best. He's the
glowing.
coolest looking one.
He's easily the coolest looking, one of the top 3 best looking Star Wars
Top
characters.
one. Who's
Really?
cooler looking than Darth Maul?
I think Darth Vader.
He looks cool, but not Darth Maul cool.
Yeah.
Darth Vader when the mask
Well, we got
is
used
off.
to Darth Vader. You know?
Yeah, sure.
So-
Darth Vader when the mask is
Yeah, when he's
off.
an old
is pretty
man.
Cool.
Oh,
He's like
yeah.
an old man with a neck injury.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
current Billy Joel.
some French creep. So not David Prowse.
I was like, that's not James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Or David Prowse, who's literally a guy who didn't do anything with Darth Vader. So, but the reason I'm bringing all this up is finally we get Darth Maul in the movie,
Yeah.
or like in
back.
episode 1, you see him, he's boom, like the two things, and you go, this is easily the coolest Star Wars character of all time, and then he dies very fast, so everyone was so disappointed. Not only the movies were shit, but the guy that we were most excited about just comes and goes, and it's very anticlimactic. A few appearances real quick, looking over a sandhill, and then cut in half, dead. Right. Solo comes out, and it's given a rebirth to Darth Maul. It's saying, oh, you're gonna now get to see a ton of this guy that you got robbed of.
Yeah, totally.
Don't get too excited. I don't know because they've canceled most of their
Yeah, Solo
Plans.
didn't do well, so they're not going to
It
go
didn't
down
do
the
well.
road.
I thought it was so good.
No, it actually is the first Star Wars movie to lose money.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was really good too.
I didn't. What could possibly have not gone over on that?
Everybody went solo to the movies. So bad.
It's not a bad joke, actually.
All right, so here we go.
So
No,
bad.
that's not a bad
It
joke
wasn't
because
that bad.
it would work for any Star Wars
Yeah.
movie.
Just-
Well, you can read my tweet from 2 years ago when I said that.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'm
you
gonna read your
son
tweets.
of a bitch.
Can't wait to go read your tweets tonight.
Yeah, go look at my Star Wars tweets before you quote them.
You know, you listen to this, you think Josh is like the biggest bully,
Yeah.
like jock we've ever had.
One of my favorite things about
Yeah, I know,
Josh.
did I
Hey,
sound so
nerd
dick?
stuff.
I'm so afraid to tell him how
Yeah,
much
look,
I
I'm
love
gonna
Harry
read
Potter.
your tweets.
I'm so scared
No,
to tell
and
him
that's
that.
the thing, dude. If you love it, I think that's cool.
How about this?
I just don't get it.
I've always
It's for
wanted to
love.
like Harry Potter, and I don't know how to get on board. Because the first movie is very fun for like the first half, although it gives me great anxiety the way
Yeah.
those parents are treating him.
Well,
and then it's just too hard to follow.
Yeah, the thing is going to make me even worse. I don't like the movies. I like the books, which
Right.
is even worse.
Yeah. dude.
How does a book? How can you read 89 different names and separate those characters in your head? I'd be like, wait, which one's this one?
I think that might make me be like why I hated it too. Everybody be like, the book is so much better than
Yeah.
the movie. Just like they say, and I'm like, well, I definitely hate it. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, if you're,
Yeah.
I'm not reading a
moaning on
600
about
page
how-
book,
Get a
right,
life.
yeah.
but
book schmuck.
you know,
Well, the books, like I really am I'm confused on how you are able to separate those characters.
I don't know. She's a good writer.
I know, but like
So
in your
there's-
brain, you go, okay, this one is called Harry. All right,
Mhm.
he's my leader, and then he's got these mean parents. And then the next scene is like he goes to
Neville
wizard
Longbottom.
school because an owl or whatever. And then he gets there, he meets that girl Hermione,
favorite.
and so you're going, okay, that's the girl. But by
Hermione.
the end of that book, you're memorizing like 75 names.
Yeah.
Then there's 7 more books, 100 more names per book.
This is
monsters
the guy
with
who
names.
memorized every baseball player in Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball.
And
But I can see it.
And the thing is, it all.
And I go, oh, that's on the
The one thing I do like about the movies is I think they were casted really well, according to her writing. So that actually helps. Like usually, if there's like I don't know, movies become or books become movies. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes they're like, oh, that's a lame choice or whatever. This was pretty good. So that actually helped with reading them, knowing I could use those visuals
Yes.
and direct my own movie in my head when
Oh,
I
wait,
read
so
it.
you saw the movies, then read the books?
No, well, I mean, because they came out, like the first movie came out, 2001 or something like that. It was just a few years after the first one came out. So, like, the first movie came out while they were on, like, the 4th book or something.
Mm-hmm.
So then as it continued to go on, and she's just a great writer. So
do you like Harry Potter role play?
Maybe. I've never tried it.
I bet you would.
I look like Hagrid, so,
Yeah,
so
you
that's
pretend
an
to fuck
easy...
little kids.
Oh, okay.
They're all little
That's-
kids in that book.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Don't you
actually,
dare.
I went with Hagrid, who's one of the adults.
Yeah, the
I,
only adult.
yeah, you could dress up like a big dragon. You know what's funny is I'm glad we're talking about Harry Potter now, and that my podcast didn't come out like 10 years ago, but it's now, and I can comfortably say that Hermione did grow up to be hot, and she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now,
Yes.
not when the movie was out.
Sure.
Yeah, I get it.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, everyone agrees that she's a very beautiful lady now.
She's so hot.
Yeah, she's
What
very
is she,
beautiful.
who's she date? What's her thing?
Who she date? What's
yeah,
her thing?
who's she with?
I don't know.
Hermione.
Who knows?
Oh, look, she likes tall, lengthy guys.
Oh yeah.
Comedians. She
Oh god, it's all
She-
happening.
dates
What's her
Michael
name?
Palisak, dude.
Oh. What's she's dating Michael Paz. Like, what? What is her real name? What is
Emma
it?
Watson.
Emma Watson. That's
Oh, I know Emma Watson.
She's from Harry Potter.
Yeah,
That was her big break.
she's hot.
I wonder if Daniel Radcliffe. So this is a weird thought that I had this week, and it's related to Harry Potter.
Okay.
So have you ever seen an old photo of yourself and you go, God, I wish they'd stop using that picture?
Yeah.
Like at a comedy club or like even just like a website or something that you'd be like, ugh, why did they pick that? I look like trash. And it was only like 5 years ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Daniel Radcliffe, when he's walking through like the Burbank airport and he sees the poster of him flying on the broomstick from when he's a little kid, with his
Yes.
is he like, ugh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to be.
Yeah, probably.
Just like the way we all hate our voice, he's got to look at that and just be like, fucking.
Can I get new
my
broom
face?
headshots?
But because he's just thinking like, take it down.
yeah.
But they opened up Harry Potter Land, so it's like this huge ad in there, and it's from when he was young, and in the movie, it's the same poster.
I mean, he's stuck with that. They're
Mhm.
never going to make an older looking Harry
He'll
for
be
the
all right.
poster.
He is a very I don't know the term, unlikable, maybe uninteresting. I saw an interview with him.
Oh, he's boring.
Oh, so just bored. He bores the interviewer to tears. Like the guy's just like almost like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll show you.
But
What's
you're
his name?
telling me
Henry?
that Harry Potter isn't a super interesting interview guy?
Daniel
Well-
Radcliffe.
Usually, I wrote Harry Radcliffe.
That should come up with the right guy.
That's his
Yeah,
porn
sure.
name.
All right, so this is here it is. So this is him trying to be interesting. When you do these late night talk shows, they say all the celebrity guests like, "Hey, what's something that I can like throw to you, and you'll have like an interesting story about something that's happened to you, or maybe another interaction with another celebrity, or maybe a cool trick you do." Well, his was so awful.
So over there, you couldn't be more excited.
Okay, so Tom Lehrer, in my opinion, is the cleverest and funniest man of the 20th century, and he's kind of my hero. And he wrote a song called The Elements, because he was a scientist, and it's the name of every element in the periodic table. And that's
already
my part.
bored.
It's quite long, so do stop me if you just get bored.
Okay.
But I will. This kept me up last night. I was so nervous about doing this.
Well, do I feel bad now?
No.
Okay. So,
There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and uranium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, ruthenium, ruthenium,
Slow it down a little, bud.
vanadium,
Come on,
and
Harry.
osmium, and astatine, and radium, and gold, titanium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, and terbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, and niobium, iridium, and silicon, silver, and
What a
spherium,
party
and
trick.
lithium, beryllium, and barium. And let's start the next verse. There's holmium, and helium.
Man. He's trying to do the thing from the Animaniacs where he does the
Yeah, exactly.
countries of the world song.
Magnesium, dysprosium, and scandium, and cerium, and cesium. There's lead, praseodymium, platinum, plutonium.
It's like he's 8 years old still.
Well, he probably is. He didn't get to have a child.
You know what? I agree with Josh now. I don't like nerds. I'm done with nerds.
So,
I've turned.
In this, we're only halfway through the video.
Yeah.
In this, the interviewer goes, that was great, whatever. And he powers through it over the man talking like, hey, I'm going to finish
I'm
this
still
song.
going,
Yeah.
And he even says in the beginning, like, stop me if it bores you. But he didn't mean that. He was
Yeah.
trying to seem charming or, like, likable. But he just powers through this, and the guy's like, And at the end, he's just sitting there going, I did my little thing. And it's everyone just looking at him like, what a moron.
Yeah, that was rough.
It's weird.
Awful.
That was rough. Fuck you, Harry Potter.
Well, you like him as...
Not
as-
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ruined it.
Well, I can't believe that the redhead got the girl at the end.
Yeah.
When I found that out, I was very
Well,
disappointed.
Harry's
Well,
the real
Harry likes
gangster.
Asian chicks, dude.
No. He's the real gangster. He bangs his best friend's sister.
Oh, that's right, the
They
redhead.
get married.
Is that something you think is admirable?
No, you said I call it gangster.
Yeah,
Hey,
you said he's the real gang. Like it was
remember-
cool.
Gangster. Yeah,
Like it was
gangsters are
cool.
no.
Tony's never gonna meet my sister, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
just in.
Wait, so who's he? He has sex with somebody?
He marries Ron's sister.
Yeah, he marries a Weasley.
So
dude.
Ron's like, all right, I'm taking Hermione.
Yeah.
I guess there's a little swapperoo.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it now.
I'd like to keep talking about Harry Potter just to annoy Josh.
I'm not annoyed. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, would you like a butterbeer while we have this
It is
conversation?
great. Here's the part that so in the first, I'll give you the first 30 minutes of the movie. Where he's at this house and the parents are real mean to him, like foster parents.
His aunt and uncle, yeah.
And
Oh, no, I saw the first 30 minutes of the
but here's
first
something that's
one.
interesting about it is that turns out he gets to go to this school, but they're trying to hide it from him. They want to keep him and treat him bad for some reason. Instead of, you think they'd be happy to have him gone.
There's a pretty logical reason for that
There's
later.
a lot to it, man.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot to it.
Okay, then that makes sense. So then they're trying to get rid of, or that he goes to this witch school against their best wishes. And then what I was so excited after like 15, 20 minutes, I'm like, yes, he got out. He escaped these evil people. This is great. And then wizard school's like, later on in the movie, is like, summer break. We're done with school. You get to go back to your homes. And I was like, all depressed again that he went back.
Yeah, he has to go back.
Yeah.
I felt so sad about that.
It all comes full circle by the 7th book. you just gotta hang in there, man. For 7 books, bro.
Yeah, when they started looking different, it lost my interest, which that's unfair to them. But for some reason, I was just like,
puberty? Puberty
getting
made you
all
uninterested?
older.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
No, I think I'm with you. I
aren't
think
you glad you're
I've
on
done
this
without
episode?
it.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you're on this episode where we talked
I love
extensively
it,
about
dude.
Harry
Yeah,
Potter?
man.
He brought it up.
I did bring it up.
Wait,
Twice.
how did it come up that you don't like nerd stuff?
Because he asked if we feel like nerds because we like wrestling.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think about wrestling?
We talked about it.
I think it's
Yeah.
cool that you guys like it.
But when you were a kid,
I loved it when I was a kid.
What do
Who's
you
your
think of
favorite?
glasses?
With the what?
Glasses, you like those? People put them on their face?
I don't know what you're talking about.
it's nerd stuff.
Did you like the XFL?
Yes, he
That's-
hate me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he
coming
hated
back,
it, too.
man.
Is
fact-
it really though?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
San
actually
Diego gonna have a
coming
team?
back.
What other
2020.
cities that have teams?
It got leaked. There's going to be an official announcement, but it got leaked. Seattle's getting
Oh,
one.
you know that leak was on purpose.
Yeah, LA's getting one. I don't.
Seattle's getting an XFL team.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get another football team. San Diego needs one. They're
They
without.
might.
I think if they just want to do football, they just should have them all mic'd up and let them say whatever they want. That's
That'll
really.
probably be part of the gimmick.
That's
I don't know
really what.
because I think Vince is going with like a clean version of football this time.
I think he has to.
Like, yeah, because he talked
Yeah.
about like at his press conference, like no one with like a criminal record will play in my league. It's like what?
Well, because he cleaned up
Well, I get
wrestling in a lot of
that.
ways
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He'd always like, none of them do steroids. You're like, I'm looking at a lot of them.
So
and
they
it
wanna
appears that they do some.
They want it to be like
There's
a
a
safe
couple of
football.
questionable people. And
Yeah.
But one of the coolest things, like, was playing sports, especially football, is like the shit talking that went
Yeah.
on every play. And I'd love to hear those guys mic'd up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
I think Chad Eaton. This is a weird thing, but Chad Eaton was a lineman for the Seahawks who was way more personality than skill. Like he was just the worst player. He's always on his back, you know. He's always getting like just ran through.
Pancaked. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was very funny and likable, so people would like always wore his jerseys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of personality. The game that Emmitt Smith is supposed to break the rushing record, like the all-time rushing record, was against Arizona Cardinals versus Seattle Seahawks, and all he needed was like 20 yards or something. So obviously they're gonna feed him the rock till he breaks that record. It's gonna happen today.
Yeah.
But Chad Eaton tackles him for like a loss of like 2 yards, and Chad Eaton's over his face like, "Not today, Emmitt! Not today, man!"
Yeah.
And it's like, "No, what are you? He's definitely gonna do it today."
And what happened was he broke the record. And then he got tackled for like a 3-yard loss on that play. So then he lost the record.
Oh,
so I think
interesting.
that's what he
I
was.
wonder if that was the same. It was Chad Eaton.
Yeah, I think so.
Because but I just remember thinking, how dumb are you at shit talk?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen
Right.
today.
Yeah,
Ugh,
That's funny.
that's so weird.
And then it didn't happen.
It did happen.
So he threw it in the universe and it didn't happen.
No, but it did happen. He should have been better about it. Wait,
Oh, man.
I'm all over the place. Why did we start talking about that?
I don't know.
because we were talking about how did we get to this part?
yeah, it's a
And how did we
talking
get to this
podcast,
part?
dude.
So we said, how did we get to Harry Potter? We started talking about nerds. How did we get to nerds?
We
He
should
asked
let's move forward
if
now.
we talked about
No,
wrestling
man,
was
this
nerds.
is the podcast where we
the
go backwards.
XFL. That's what we're talking
Because
about.
we started talking about wrestling. So I asked about the XFL.
He's going to make it a lot cleaner. Vince has to, because that was the biggest marketing problem for it last time. Is that all the other people were like, "Oh, he's going to make it smut like WWE, and it's probably going to be fake." And he's like, they were really overselling how extreme
Concussion
it was going to
City.
be. Yeah, he was basically like, it was gratuitous violence that he was advertising, and so all the nerds like Bob Costas got on their high horses and was like, "Oh, I'm a snub, but I don't like that kind of boobs and blood."
Yeah,
I love blood.
I loved it.
Next time we ask someone about the XFL and they say he hate me, we'll say, yeah. We all know he hate me. Name another player's jersey name.
Tommy Maddox.
Who's that?
He was a quarterback.
For the LA team.
And his name was just Maddox on the back of his
Yeah.
jersey?
Yeah,
What a dork.
I know. But
I
he
bet
played.
he was
He
a-
played in the NFL.
Mormon quarterback.
He's
Yeah,
like
probably.
the only guy with no nickname.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't think it's funny to have your nicknames on that. You're like, what?
Oh, did they? I don't remember any of their nicknames.
Yeah, that was the thing. They could all pick their own nicknames.
Mhm.
Which I like that rule.
Rod
What would your
Smart.
nickname
Do you
be?
remember? Oh, yeah, Rod Smart.
But that was he hate
Yeah.
He hate me.
Wait,
yeah.
so what? Do you remember any jersey?
me. No, but
No?
I'm always annoyed that people always go, yeah, he hate me. You're like, yeah, we all know.
Yeah, but that's the most famous thing that happened there.
True. It just doesn't make it look like you know a lot about it because
Yeah.
you know the most famous thing from it.
I like how there was $1 million prize
That's a great idea.
in the championship game.
But did they ever have to give that away?
I am sure.
There was a championship game.
think so.
It lasted that long.
Was it $1 million prize for the whole team to split?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
do
that's
remember
fucking
that.
nothing.
Yeah,
Like 55 dudes.
Well, no, because they had
Yeah.
smaller teams too, though. I think they didn't have like they had like a 20.
55 dudes
Yeah.
splitting $1 million.
Yeah, because it was
And
like
they're running around
funny.
celebrating like they
and
won
like
the
20 coaches.
yeah, yeah,
Trying
Everybody
to make
gets
it a
10 grand.
competition series.
yeah. And they had like a weird pay scale too, where it's like quarterbacks got paid like $5,000 a week, receivers and running backs got like $3,000. Like it was like a steady like.
No
pay
matter what
thing.
your performance was.
Yeah, it was crazy. And like,
Championship team. You got
But that
one
is
like
interesting.
14.
I wonder if these XFL guys are going to get screwed pay wise because Vince is famous for just effing up the pay.
Oh, he's for sure going to screw
Yeah.
these guys.
because there's going to be all these people who played in college who never make it pro who are going to give this a shot
Yeah.
to keep playing no matter what, and they're going to just get paid peanuts to do
Yeah.
it.
But
Oh,
it's
that's
better than getting
hilarious.
another job, I guess.
That's true.
For some people.
But yeah, there's going to be 8 teams. Seattle's one of them, and they'll play at the same. They'll play at Century League, same place as Seahawks. So,
Dude, I'm definitely going to those.
Yeah.
What do you think the team will be called?
I don't know. Be interesting.
Seagulls.
He wants the Seattle
Seattle
suplexes.
Seagulls. It would be great if it was like a crummier version of a Seahawk, like just like a seagull,
yeah,
sea chicken,
yeah,
which is what everyone always calls the Seahawks.
right. Yeah,
It'd be so stupid.
Sea Crow.
I want it to be something extreme.
Yeah.
Just the murderers.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
rough.
The Green
Seattle
River Killers.
9/11.
The Green River Killers.
The Seattle Green River Killers.
Yeah, that was a lame joke. Whatever, like, because I went to Green River Community College.
Yeah.
and like we would
Oh,
have
no.
like a football, like flag football tournament or something, someone's always the Green River Killers. I'm like, all right, that's lame.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, but I mean, like every time.
Oh, yeah.
Someone, it's like, oh, good job, you did it. You got the
I always get
low-hanging
a little
fruit.
annoyed when people think they're very clever for those sort of things.
Yeah.
Like when it's like a trivia night, it's always like some,
right.
something topical and awful.
Yeah.
We're the Bill Cosby guard your drinks. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
You're very funny. We're called Yoda's nutsack. You're like, this is so stupid.
Yoda's nuts.
Yeah, it's always something like you're like, supposed to be like, wow, they're outrageous. Just pick something that the narrator of trivia night won't want to say. So I'd be like, all right, tonight we got the Blues Brothers in the corner. They're back from last week, and over here we got the. Look at that. That's
can edit that
just
out now.
something that he
We
won't.
definitely have to edit that out.
God damn it.
Do you see what I'm saying? Something that he's not gonna want to read.
You better hope I remember to edit that out.
He's not gonna want to read that.
When I was doing trivia once, one of the teams was called, "Hey, is that Andy Dick?" And so he said that like 10 times, and every time people were like, "Wait, is that Andy Dick?"
Oh,
Like,
that's a good idea.
and so that was a good
I
one.
like that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that was clever. I like that.
That's have you guys ever heard of Over the Line? And they have an Over the Line tournament.
What
which
is that?
Just in San Diego on the beach, and it's basically like baseball, but it's 3 guys playing.
I like this already.
Oh, yeah.
And all the team names are like super offensive and like super sexual. And a lot of the team names are just like, I'm the announcer and I'm a douche. And the announcer has to read all the team names. They're way worse than that.
See, I like
that's
that kind of stuff.
yeah. One of the best teams I ever heard was their team name was We're So Bad Even Our Black Guy Sucks.
And also, it's so long.
It was such a good team name.
Such
Yeah,
a
all the
long
team
name.
names are so long and they're pretty funny, man.
I would name my team name after all of the elements. So it would go
Oh,
Brandy and Mathematics.
They would just kick you out of the tournament.
Yeah, so the announcer would have to say all those things.
Now they get Harry Potter to announce it, and he'd be so excited every time.
Hey, this is a thing. I was so nervous last night trying to. Where can people find you, Josh?
Instagram, fake Josh Nelson.
Woo!
Yeah.
I follow that.
How do they find the real Josh Nelson?
They can't.
There's
That's the
none.
point.
I
No.
blocked him.
What a life.
No, man, I'm the fake Josh Nelson.
What
Twitter,
a life.
J Nelson Comedy. Yeah.
Where
Can we call you Jay Nittles?
Where can we watch you dance?
On Instagram, man.
Nice.
I'm gonna start doing some dance videos again. Obviously,
Fuck
I got
yeah,
laid
dude.
up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, can you send them to me? I'll put them on my Instagram too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send them to you. That's
Okay,
weird.
thanks.
We gotta come up with a pod where we can have you and Brant on the same episode.
And then what do we do? Do we just rip on each other?
Yeah, just talk
it's
to
gonna
each other
just
the way
kinda
you
be
do.
like, just get you
It's
guys here like a
brutal.
peer mediation, kind of
that'd
like
be
just
great.
going back and
That'd be
forth.
so fun.
Yeah, I would love it.
I would destroy him.
People would just watch
And he
your,
would destroy you too, though.
No,
That's
he
the best
wouldn't.
part.
if
He's
you guys
fucking
know he
weak.
wouldn't.
He's weak.
No, it's like watching Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker lightsaber battle if you'd ever watched those fucking movies.
Yeah, exactly.
But who's the daddy?
Brant.
I'd be his daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds weird. Yeah. That's how you can follow me. Come to my show,
Yeah, Red's comedy show.
Red's Comedy Show
December
in San
12th.
Diego. I have a comedy album called Anal Beads and Mac and Cheese. You can
Why
buy
would you
that
name it that?
because I got a joke. That's that's
But people are gonna think
What is
it's
this, some kind of
inappropriate.
weird
It is
trivia night
inappropriate.
team
People
name?
aren't gonna want to buy that.
check it out. Why is it
They're
called
gonna
that?
say that is too much.
Why
Why is he doing this to us?
killing it in
Oh,
certain
Lord.
communities?
Oh, really? What community is that?
The anal bead
the anal bead
Sexual
community.
communities?
Yeah. He sells it out
Sexual.
back doors.
That's what we're questioning
There you go.
tonight. Is my title of my
Yes,
album?
very inappropriate. Maybe that's what I'd have the trivia host
Yeah.
read.
There you go.
Anal beads and mac and cheese.
Yep.
there you go.
Unbelievable.
combo.
There you go. That's a good one.
Aaron, Mac
December
Daddy-O.
12th. I'm at the show that Josh Nelson runs.
Yes, he is.
December 12th. Okay, yeah, that's coming
Yeah,
up. That's
that should
very,
be like
very-
probably. I
very
think this
soon.
comes out from the 11th or something.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. So this comes out like the day before.
Perfect.
This comes out the
Oh,
day
yeah.
of. If you're listening to this on,
Yeah, go see
Yeah.
Aaron tonight.
And you're
Go
in
to
San
Josh's,
Diego.
Me and Josh.
there you go.
Last time
Comedy
I
show.
went to it and I said hi to Josh, he told me to get the fuck away from him so hard that someone's like, I don't think that guy likes you.
And you're like, no, that's our relationship.
Exactly. I'm like, that's just how we treat each other. Also, my Instagram is Aaron M. Marsh. You can go there for all the memes in the world.
Yeah, tons of memes, man.
I love his memes.
Watch Aaron do 3 minutes at my show.
What?
That's how
He's
much
gonna light
time
me
I'm
at
going to give
3.
him. I'm going to give
That's
him.
not
I'm
fair
going to
at
give
all.
him 3
Oh
minutes.
yeah, I'm gonna run the light, guys.
He's the only guy advertising your show right now. He deserves a little more credit, I
All
think.
right, I'll give him a minute.
He's doing some press right now for your show.
That's true. Never mind. You get 4 minutes.
Tony,
Thank
how
you.
do they find you, dude? Screen Peeks?
Yeah, Screen
You guys
Peekers.
still doing that?
Yeah, we're still doing
Good.
that. Follow me on Twitter. I am Tony Reavis, and Instagram as well.
You're the best.
Get all that stuff
We
there.
got gamers. We got our game channel starting back up real soon here.
Yeah, we'll get it going.
We're getting it going. I'm
I
gonna
love
start
watching that.
twitching. Let's start Twitch.
But I always talk to you guys, and you guys don't ever respond.
Oh, you love watching that, but you hate my memes, huh?
I mean, it's just too many.
Wait, you'd be there when we were
Jesus.
twitching live?
Yeah, I've watched you guys play the Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, we were
Like,
stomping
Jesus.
on a lady. and
I keep
everybody-
commenting to you guys, and you don't ever respond. So I was like, all right.
I didn't look at any of those things. I was just like too busy killing people on Grand
That's
Theft.
true.
We could do a really fascinating now that you can play online of Red Dead.
Yeah.
Now that you can play like in an open world, you know, like live.
Have you touched down on any of that?
No, because I'm crushing the story.
Yeah.
I also was under the impression that my story mode was like all jacked up.
Yeah.
I went today, and
It's good.
yeah, everything's fine. It's all cut up now.
Oh hell yeah,
Okay,
dude.
good.
Yeah, it's too
They
hard.
gave you an
too hard to
alternate
explain.
story.
No, but the save wouldn't save, so I kept having to redo it whenever I turned my Xbox on. I do like an hour of gameplay, and I have to turn it on. And I have to like redo the
that's,
hour.
that's like old school Nintendo,
Ugh,
man.
the worst.
Yeah, it's like when your Zelda cartridge loses
You have
its
to just
battery.
leave your game console on for 3 days. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave it on.
That is a thing that another blessing of the modern times.
You just start
Save files.
house fires because your kid doesn't have his
Yeah,
Nintendo
your
on
poor
for 3
parents
days.
just like think, oh, why is this on? They
Why is-
mindlessly turn it off because
no!
you're like, what are you doing? You're like,
I was in Tecmo Bowl week
"Look, we can't
14.
leave this on. We're going
man.
to bed. We can't leave it on all night.
Week 14 in Tecmo Bowl, just the whole season ended.
And also, yeah, if you want to play a different game,
Yeah, you couldn't.
you
Oh, yeah,
couldn't.
no.
You just had to like stay on
Yeah,
that.
buckle
game.
down. Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, we love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course, Josh, you're the best.
Friendship.
How about that episode? So good. Hey, if you're not subscribed already to Patreon, please do. Go over to patreon.com/JeffDye. Subscribe. Getting a lot of free comedy tickets, a lot of things, a lot of cool stuff, and we love everybody over there. Big shout out to a new subscriber on Patreon, Pamela Hope. Always been a very sweet person and a great loyal person. Good lady. Anyways, big shout out to her. She listened to every podcast episode in a pretty short amount of time. So shout out to her. Respect. We love you guys. Thanks so much.